what exactly are some of the results we got out of it? Well, they gave an update today, and it is pretty wild. I wanted to talk about the full effects of what March and March has done, and I'm telling you, this should be an inspiration to all African countries, and it should be very important for us to see the importance of national pride. I am proud to be South African. Be proud of where you are from. If it's not good, be honest about it, but don't come here and then be entitled and then expect me to sit down quoting verses for me. I'll hit you with verses back. Don't play those games with me. So I want to show you the effects, the response from departments, the response from the SAPS, SNDF, which is the soldier thingy for South Africa. And I want to show you that this is what a waking country looks like, guys. This is what it looks like. This is what must happen. This is what you must desire for yourself. Don't come here tell me I'm xenophobic. You think I care so much that you label me. I could care 2 cents about that. I've done social media for over 11 years. You coming to me and saying things like that, it doesn't mean nothing. So if you haven't seen, the department has they've had a new report pertaining what measures they're going to add in. So I want to bring that up. Then I also want to show you some of the things that are happening right now that actually show that the effect and attacks that most Africans thought would happen to Africa, it didn't happen. It actually, the opposite has actually happened, which is actually a show that your hatred does not amount to what you think. I'll give you an example of some of these particular things that I'm talking about. But before we go into that, I want to just state here, if you are looking for an English teacher, please do email this particular email that reflects down at the bottom. They will help you in case it's you who wants to better your English, or your child in primary all the way until adulthood. They will sort you out. Supporting them supports this channel. Or you can even WhatsApp me on this number and I will forward you their email thingy and you can contact them, and then y'all can set up for a trial, and then also you can decide what type of lessons structures you want, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 5 times a week. It's up to you. First of all, there has been a report. This is from a Nigerian source. This is from a Nigerian website right here. They are talking about Japan released the names of the only African country eligible for its e-visa in 2026. This is a report that is made today, and you can see the Japan foreign minister launched an e-visa. Now, guess which country is there? Just guess. Guess. Okay? They say only South Africa is eligible for the e-visa application. There it is right there. Okay? So this hate watching our matches when we were at the World Cup and all of that entire stuff, you didn't understand. Once we took that step to say we want action to be done, it spells good that we are very serious about a better economic environment that attracts investors. So that also says to other countries, these people take their system very seriously. So what does it do? It brings up headlines like this. South Africa is the only eligible thing. Now that doesn't say that there is no, but look at what message does this send? What does this send? What message does this send to investors? When South Africa, the only eligible, you have to see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture. Then this was kind of like the news that was posted out, and I repeat, this was posted out by a Nigerian media source. These are some of the updates.
Picture of what is going on in South Africa today, including the concerted efforts that government is making to deal with irregular migration in our country. We have called this media briefing to give feedback and progress report on the work that the IMC is doing in implementing the 5-point plan on managing migration, and as announced by the President on the 7th of June 2026. As a reminder, the 5-point plan includes cracking down on violation of our immigration laws, securing our borders, strengthening our immigration system, closing gaps in laws and policies on migration, and working closely with our continental counterparts in managing migration.
If you watched my episode on foreign policy right here, it's called taram ta 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 ta, number of people taram ta ta ta, all that. If you saw that episode will give a highlight for you. What is a Christian's view pertaining migration and all these things? And it tells you, what do we look for when we vote as a Christian? You want to care about what the next countries are doing. So you must have a viewpoint pertaining outsiders, and you must have a viewpoint about the people locally. Most people, as I mentioned in the episode where we spoke about Pastor Chris, I mentioned there are people that get concerned with their stable life, and they cannot think for the average person. It's an effect. It's the thing that affects many people. The higher they go, the less they care, or the less they see the struggles of the average person. You must care as a ruling party what the neighboring countries are doing, because that becomes our problem. So if you watch that episode, that's what we mentioned. So strengthening borders, but then also dealing with the people outside. Okay.
Implementing this plan, we are striving to achieve an orderly and regular migration which is mindful and sensitive to the concerns raised by our people, while observing human rights and dignity of all people in our country.
Now, we hope that they follow through. We don't want talk. Talk is easy. Let's hope y'all follow through.
Irrespective of their citizenship and immigration status. Media reports, both domestically and internationally, indicate that there are still groups of protesters who conduct searches around homes and businesses that are suspected to house undocumented immigrants. This is illegal, and members of our community who are part of these activities are warned to refrain from this and from this conduct. And law enforcement agencies continue to work in this regard in identifying those who are appearing on those social media and the reports.
Now, yeah, there's been some of these videos that are going wild, where people are just randomly pitching people and finding people. I've seen some videos online, and I don't necessarily interact with most of them. Some of these people are just looking for clout. Clout is the currency nowadays. So there are those ones who are not formal marches, and people outside tend to not know the difference with formal marches. A formal march, listen, if you are a foreigner, listen. A march here, you apply. If it is a formal march, you will see police leading it. If you don't see police leading the march, it's not a formal march. It's not a march that was noted. In this country, you are obligated to speak to the metro office and the police to lead your march. Even if there's 5 of you, they'll come and they'll make sure you march in order. They will open the road for you. They will lead. You have your right here to protest. You can protest even just if it's 5 of you. So when you publish videos, do get clarity about whether the march are formal.
It was definitely, we're sitting at just above 53,000 of repatriations. We previously, at peak time around the 5th of July, we had about 4.8 repatriation per day. You can imagine the mission there of moving. I mean, the team was working till 2 a.m. Daily, and waking up starting in the morning again to be able to do this. We're seeing now the last night's statistics, because I get this every morning together with the Minister of Home Affairs to share with MC. So as MC, we get the statistics. It's about 1,100 somewhere there. That has drastically gone down. But we've taken a decision not to close the TRPC. We're monitoring what happens, because remember, if we're dealing with illegal migrants, you don't know how many of them exist where. So we want to monitor, want to conduct the raids, we want to do the inspections, and once we are comfortable that literally we've closed quite a lot of ground, perhaps we'll take such a decision in terms of what. But we'll scale down, because initially it was meant for about 20,000 capacity. We don't think we'll need that capacity.
Now, this shows you what is what does working government look like, right? You go, you do something, you tell us. You go, you do something, you tell us. And then we have updates. We know what's happening. We know. Now, for other countries, they do not see this type of thing. So that's why we are combining it so that you can see. This is what it looks like when you're making progress. We protest, we see results. We protest, we see results. Nigerian media, before making your plans to travel to Dubai and other Emirates, check the official list, as the only 2 countries qualify for their visa on arrival. Huge deal. Under the new policy. Under new what? Policy. The only 2 eligible countries down in the and you come down to the thingy, you bring it down. Let us see. Let's bring up the website. Only 2 countries eligible for you come on arrival, scroll down, because of these things, the name, the only 2 countries, then you come down. As of this particular thing, the official, right? No problem. Let's go down. Kenya and South African passport holders. There it is. The world is telling you what happens when you prioritize a better environment when the people are the ones that are asking for that. Do you see what the world's response is? Do you see what the world's response is? There it is. This is not a South African media platform. This is a Nigerian news platform that is reporting that. It speaks well to, and it sends a message. Soldiers unit, the SNDF, okay? You can see they went out on a military to remove undocumented migrants in the forest in Springs, and you can see this crackdown has become massive. It's not strikes. Now the country takes subject matters seriously. Yeah. Because people thought they could just keep running around being telling us we were wrong and stuff. Now it has caused a response. So those are the stories that I wanted to think. That particular portion of the video, I recorded it yesterday. I didn't want to upload it as it was, so I thought, let me keep it. I might see some other stories maybe coming in today. I did see the Dubai story before, and I didn't edit in that recording, so I thought, let me just record it afresh in the morning instead of just posting it like that. They are fine with you being elsewhere. They do not care to have you back in the country to fix the system. They don't care to do that, okay? And you have to see the global agenda, the globalist agenda is to collapse economies. And how do you collapse economies? It's by allowing all kinds of things to continue, right? Right now, there's all kinds of reports pertaining how illegal miners are completely destroying not only the environment, they're destroying the infrastructure. It's now starting to affect infrastructures from where they're mining. So imagine, not only are they stealing from things, but they are now affecting the infrastructure from which they benefit from. Do you understand how crazy that gets? Okay, and so it's a very big issue, but let this be a reminder of why they do not want you to see this particular part of it. They don't want you to see the economic benefit of how other countries start to see your country when you say we want a better environment for our working thingy. Okay, this is what they don't want you to see. This is what they don't want you to see. People are very respectful here. We have a law that is very respectful. You know, it's dodgy sometimes, but it's very respectful of things. People go do their application when they do their protest. Things go well. When you see police shooting into crowds, it's because those people, they gather without police thingy. Don't be in your feelings, okay? It's not like any opinion you make is going to make any difference up there. Relax. Okay, my video is not making any impact. It will be watched by 1,000 of you or 900 or 500 of you guys. That's about it. But the video is just to remind you there's a bigger picture to this entire thing. Don't fall for the hate. Don't fall for all of that. We want what's best for us and also for our future. And so sometimes we have to go the hard route, and we have to suffer the backlash of some of these random small videos that you see going out there and all that, because that does not represent any of the things that we are actually looking out for. We're not looking for people who are playing vigilante, going around asking people for documents, okay? Especially when it's outside the formal marches. Let's have clarity about what kind of conditions we're asking for and respect that.